Everyone loves a good steak. I know that my heart jumps for joy when I have the opportunity to indulge in a juicy, medium rare steak. And I know that many other people enjoy steak, but they are often too afraid to take on the task of cooking it themselves, so they always settle for a restaurant steak. But did you know that it's actually really easy to prepare your own steak at home? Today, I will go over the surprisingly easy task of making a steak from the comfort of your own backyard. From picking out the right grill, to preparing the grill, to picking out the cut of meat you want, seasoning the meat, and finally cooking it to perfection. I know that sounds like a daunting task, but hopefully by the end of this presentation, you will feel more comfortable cooking your own steak at home. First, you need to pick the right grill. Now, I say the words right grill, but there really isn't a correct grill to use. Many people argue about whether or not to use a propane grill or a charcoal grill. Now, the propane grill is a lot easier to start, but the charcoal grill gives it the nice crispiness and the smoky flavor that many people enjoy. Now, despite the multiple flavor advantages that charcoal brings, propane is still a great option. In fact, in a 2017 article by the New York Times, journalist Sam Sifton quotes legendary New York barbecue chef Adam Lang, who is speaking on the debate of gas versus charcoal grills. He says that we are way past versus. They have both gotten very good, and Sifton even states that Mr. Lang said at home he cooks over propane, despite the large bias towards charcoal. As you can see, both are great choices, and no matter what, you're gonna get a good steak. Now, after choosing your grill, it's time to get ready to cook. Now, preparing the meat and setting up the grill often take the longest. Picking out the cut of meat is quite easy. It's all personal preference. You choose the fat to lean ratio that you want and the thickness that you desire in your steak. Next, you season the meat. I personally like to use salt and pepper, but there are so many options. There are pre-packaged steak seasonings that you can buy, or infinite number of combinations that you can use. Now, I like to have the meat ready before I get the grill going, because that often takes a little while, should you choose charcoal. Now, depending on the type of grill you have available, it could take long. For gas grills, it's as easy as turning the knob to your desired heat setting and throwing the meat on top. Charcoal takes a little longer. You have to get a charcoal chimney or a giant metal tube, put your charcoals in, light them on fire, and let them sit for about 10 minutes until they get a white ash all around them. Once you're done with that, you dump them into a heap and set your grate on top, and then you're ready to go. Now that everything's ready, it's time to get cooking. Cooking the steak is what scares people the most. People don't want to burn their steak or undercook it, but it's really not that hard. Once the grill is at a high, hot temperature, you lay the meat on top until it is cooked to your desired temperature, flipping a few times. In 2014, the Food Network posted a recipe by world-famous chef Bobby Flay, which lays out the groundwork for cooking a steak just how you want it. He says, cook until golden brown and slightly charred, 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Turn the steaks over and continue to cook 3 to 5 minutes for medium rare, 5 to 7 minutes for medium, or 8 to 10 minutes for medium well. Again, this is all personal preference. Once you have your desired temperature, take your steak off the grill and you're ready to dig in. For gas grill, turn the switch to off, and for charcoal, you simply close the lid and let the fire burn itself out. Now, we have gone over the essential parts of cooking your own steak at home. From selecting the right grill, to getting it ready, picking the right cut of meat, seasoning the meat, and finally, cooking it to perfection. Grilling a steak sounds like a daunting task, but we've learned today that it really isn't. A lot of us are college students, and we are still somewhat trying to figure out how to live on our own and fend for ourselves. And cooking for yourself is an essential part of that. And as we've seen today, it's not as difficult as it seems. Now that you know how to grill for yourself, you can not only save yourself some money, save yourself from some time from going to the restaurants, waiting, and then having to wait for your staff to come clean it up. You can do it at home. And it is so, so simple. You can also impress your friends with your newfound grilling skills. Everyone loves a good home-cooked meal, and now you know how that you can do it for yourself.